From what we hear in the news, we also think that could be that registrations would run short and there could be another.
Another lottery. Yeah, a lot. There's a lot of chatter about a second lottery already, which is amazing because we haven't even done the first one. um, I think maybe you see a second lottery. It's definitely a possibility. But really, that data, in order to really figure out when that would occur, is we have to see how many people file from the first selection group, and then no, I think we'll probably start getting that picture in May, closer to June. I think if I remember right, don't quote me on it, but I think that's usually around when we get the update from USCIS as to whether or not they're going to run a second lottery. That can always change circumstantially. I mean, maybe they know ahead of time. They're like, wow, we're nowhere near the cap. And then they make that determination sooner. I would always love for them to do it as soon as possible because, like most people, I like to go on vacation in the summer. And I would prefer to comfortably go on vacation rather than have my assistant message me and say, hey, we have, 35 more cases to file because they ran a second lottery. But that being said, if it's beneficial for our clients, then I'm all for it. But we'll have to wait and see. I think that the immigration community, the immigration legal community, is leaning more towards second lottery than there not being a second lottery. And that's just when you're looking at the factors of, like I said earlier, the increased fees, the fact that I think there are just going to be some people who sit out this year in registration. We were talking about it before the call, but I actually do have a client who is just sitting this year out. They said, look, we have X amount of people on H-1Bs. We don't need to bring in more H's. We would like to, but the fact of the matter is we want to see how things look post first year of Trump 2.0 prior to making the decision to put our foot back in the filing game. That's all right. If that's the decision you want to make, that's the decision you're going to make. I think that it's very possible that other companies are going to follow that opportunity, that decision. But what that means is there is an opportunity for people who maybe don't have as high of an option to be selected. Maybe someone, for example, who's only in the bachelor's cap, but where now that the pool is smaller, you're increasing that probability of selection, especially when it's coupled with the possibility of a second lottery. So we'll see, but those are my honest predictions. I think we'll probably see a good selection rate, more so than what it usually is, and then more likely than not, we'll see a second